Could this be your new grinder? Or did I just waste some money? Let's find out. This is a HeyCafé Jack all-around grinder. This is a ghost. If you look it up on YouTube, there's like 2.5 videos. One of them is me making an espresso with the previous model to this one. So the presence online is very scarce, and on the internet, there is like one discussion in Australia of people discussing this particular grinder. So why did I buy it? The burrs are 64, so upgradability to other burrs. The build quality is, again, it's a Malkönig, it's Hemro, nothing to complain about. The inside looks pretty nice. On this, there is a silicone gasket. It's the declumper. I'll have to check how it goes. So the way I see it, this part here, just because the silicone is there, there's this hole here that might get, because the grounds are coming here, the declumper is there. I don't know, like from spinning, if it's gonna blow air through it and then just help out with the grounds coming out. So something to keep an eye on. To be completely clear and transparent, I bought this ghost with my own money. I am affiliated only to my wallet. I have no affiliation with Hemro, and I drink coffee where I bought this. I picked it up myself, drove through some nasty Canadian weather, and I'm happy I got it. But the question is, was this worth it? Look, this is Hemro, this is Malkönig, this is Enfim. Why is this hidden? This can easily be a home grinder, but it's sold as a commercial one. So, one major factor for me, and this is, again, this is an effect of a brand making something good and making me buy it again. I own the H1 HeyCafé model, which is basically this one, but a slightly taller. And it was a powerhouse. When I had the Gajuino, I had that as well. I had it for like 1.5 years, maybe 2 years. And it was a powerhouse. The company won me over. Even then, in the search on YouTube, when you search for HeyCafé grinder and put Jack or whatever, my random video of making coffee with the grinder in the video is like the 5th result for it, which is kind of crazy. So HeyCafé, please, you make good stuff and you're under Hemro, like, do some better media presence, social, whatever. Reach out to someone. So be how it may, okay? I saw this on sale because I'm constantly looking for stuff. This popped up on Facebook and I'm like, hey, I used to own that one. The company quality of the grinder won me over. The repairability, just like everything was so solid. I appreciate that. So I stayed loyal to the brand just because of that fact. And that's rare nowadays. For me to buy a second product from the same company, that's crazy. This is a Eureka Mignon Magnifico. Magnifico. This has bellows bot, 3D printed dial, 3D printed chute, 3D printed dosing cup holder, 3D printed angle stand. Can this just not work off the bat from the store? Yes, it can, but then you're spending above $1,000. So the idea is kind of buy this and then buy the separate parts. It kind of ends up cheaper, but you're getting the same result, so to say. This is like 3/4 of the size of the previous H1. And the stuff that didn't work for the H1, it was a commercial grinder. This one also is. That one was super tall. It was very, you couldn't fit it under the cabinets in the kitchen. That's number one. Number two, it just had a single hopper here would hold a coffee. So if you're doing a single grinder and you want to keep your coffee sealed and not go bad, you know, I still, like, I drink 2, 3, and then at that point I was also making my wife coffee. I needed a single dose with bellows, right? So guess what? This is now that. It is classified as a commercial grinder. But they know that people are gonna buy it and put it in a home. So again, HeyCafé, what the why? You are selling it to the people. Sell it to the people then. That's what makes it crazy. And I didn't open it. It never worked and didn't do anything. Like, didn't grind, didn't do anything. So what I find out now is, like, I'm excited from the beginning because I know what I bought and what I have now is the same company, same grinder. I have high expectations. Okay, that's number one. Number two, my excitement for the beginning can turn very sour at the end if I wasted my own money on an expensive grinder that I don't know if I can resell as good as I can. So stay tuned. We're gonna do a noise test. And this is 100% Eureka's gonna win this because they're super, super silent. But I have one issue that I'm gonna mention. So let's listen to it. Ooh, like nothing going on. HeyCafé. Machinery is working. So again, this is probably thinking of that cafe setting. It's loud, so the grinder being loud doesn't make that much difference. Waking up in the morning, if you're by yourself and everybody else is sleeping, might be an issue. But then again, when I turn on this grinder, quiet as it is, I think how rigid and compact and how, like, silent it is, the vibrations that it produces are driving me personally insane. This is before I bought this. The vibrations go through the counter, go to the glasses in the cabinets, go like machine, goes through the floor to the, like, it. I don't know if it's my ADHD, but this, like, just the vibration itself makes it intense. I would have preferred it to be louder than quiet as it is, but transfer all those vibrations through everything on the counter. I'm not saying that this wins because, oh my God, this vibrates this much. This is definitely at least 80% quieter than this. I'm just saying my personal opinion through this. I had an MDF grinder, I had a Casadio, I had an H1, I don't even remember what else I had. Espresso, Fred, Lelit. This is the quietest grinder I ever had. This wins hands down, but now we're gonna grind. Okay, I have the Lavazza beans here that I'm gonna waste now. Again, that's why I have this. Let's go first to the Eureka grinder. Let's take a scoop. No RDT, no nothing. Let's see. Hi. Wow. Woo! Okay, this just makes me itchy. No RDT, it's nasty. Like, so much static. Again, this is built the same way. This is the first time it's gonna grind. Let's create as much powder as we can. Well, I don't know what to tell you, but slight static. Whoop. Okay, as you can see here, that was pretty much retention from this declumping device. I'm gonna do it again. Let's see if it makes any effect to the static that's being built up, if the silicone does anything to it. But I'm doing WD-T regardless, so the clumps, I don't mind it. They are removed from here as well. Let's see what happens. Here, to be fair, I am clean it. It's a lot of static. So obviously, you now have a battle. You want this silicone that's gonna do a couple of retention, so you have to do a couple of grams more to see what comes out. I mean, every grinder kind of has that minimum amount that it can hold in the grinder there, but I'm just looking at the greater picture. So now, 55 mil burrs, 64 mil burrs. If need be, you can upgrade them. So again, I don't know if it's, you know, apples and oranges here, but this compares more to the DF grinders. They're around 450. But again, they also need upgrades and such. So 3D printer it is. I think out of the box with RDT, this declumper out, and WDT, I don't have to add one 3D printed part to it. It has a nice small hopper. I like the looks. It's 600 bucks. Do I regret buying it? I don't think so. This one is going for sale because this one was used more expensive than this. So I'm gonna, with all the upgrades and everything, hopefully I got my money back. And this is becoming my daily. It's unfair to compare it to something that's more expensive, because then, I don't know. What if I compare it to the X64, the Malkönig one? That's like $300 more. So in the grand scheme of things, save money, use that money for other things. And then when time comes, sell this, do whatever. But this is not like a winner by a mile. This is slightly more operational. Cleanup is easier. The looks are great. It fits with kind of any grinder. I'm not a particular fan of like round grinders and such, but I'm honestly not regretting my purchase. And please comment down below. Let's discuss this, because this might be a hidden gem for the ones that are looking for a non-Chinese grinder, quote unquote, because DF64 has its issues. This is solidly built, has Hemro behind it. I believe you have any issues, there's one company to contact and issues can be resolved. DF64, you're battling, you know, Reddit and figuring out YouTube videos and such. So this one is going, this one's staying. I appreciate you watching. Keep tinkering. I'm Dule Rabbit, and I'm out of here. See you in the next one.